I had to leave a 5 bedroom house, my car behind, my dogs behind.
This white man just said he left his 5 bedroom house to come over here. I didn't know it was that damn bad over there in South Africa. Damn. These are some extraordinary refugees. I mean, a sacrifice to leave your 5 bedroom house and car to come over here to America. That, you know what I mean? That's sacrifice, man. To be honest, a lot of us couldn't do it, family. Imagine having a 5 bedroom house and saying, you know what? I'm going to go just leave it all because this ain't enough for me over here.
You can't make this shit up. Anybody know who this is? His name is Carl Kleinhaus. He happens to be one of the first South Africaners to arrive to the U.S., courtesy of Donald Trump and your tax dollar. Why is he one of the ones that stick out the most? Because while the narrative is they were in fear of their lives and facing poverty in their homeland of South Africa, he's one of the ones that got here and now revealing the truth. Or at least the truth is revealing him. Because Mr. Kleinhaus wasn't facing poverty or struggle or fear of his life. Mr. Kleinhaus is owner of his own mining company in South Africa. Mr. Kleinhaus is leaving a 5 bedroom home in South Africa. 5 bedroom home in South Africa. Where he says he left his home, his job, his cars, his dogs, and even his mother. Just grabbed his kids and left. So basically he ran away from his responsibilities, like mortgage and bills. But most importantly, Mr. Kleinhaus is a white supremacist in Africa.
Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So I came across a video where people are responding to this white South African man who was interviewed by BBC a few days ago. So if you don't know, some white South Africans who happen to be Africans and currently refugees in the US are currently in the US, right? And I think a total number of 49 of them came in with their families. And guess what? This man was interviewed and he was talking about how he left everything behind in South Africa just because he wants to be safe and all that in the US. And to think that he said he left his mom as well, right? He left his mother in South Africa and his dog. Anyway, I'm just going to let these videos roll, then I'll come back with the commentary. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Ready to work with us on this video. Let's go watch, then we come back with the commentary.
The Africans, refugees in America, are already complaining that they're tired of speaking English all the time. They're already tired of speaking English all the time. So, and actually Donald Trump is really irritated by the fact that he has given them refuge and now they are complaining that they don't actually like to speak English. They want to be speaking Afrikaans. Are they having trouble with integration? Is this what the problem is? They're in a country of white majority and they're not happy. They are not happy about integration. Oh, goodness me. I mean, nobody could have written anything better than this. This is like for all the creators, and I'm a writer, there's no way anybody could come up with such a plot. This is, my goodness, the best plot ever.
You can't make this shit up. Anybody know who this is? His name is Carl Kleinhaus. He happens to be one of the first South Africaners to arrive to the U.S., courtesy of Donald Trump and your tax dollar. Why is he one of the ones that stick out the most? Because while the narrative is they were in fear of their lives and facing poverty in their homeland of South Africa, he's one of the ones that got here and now revealing the truth. Or at least the truth is revealing him. Because Mr. Kleinhaus wasn't facing poverty or struggle or fear of his life. Mr. Kleinhaus is owner of his own mining company in South Africa. Mr. Kleinhaus is leaving a 5 bedroom home in South Africa. 5 bedroom home in South Africa. Where he says he left his home, his job, his cars, his dogs, and even his mother. Just grabbed his kids and left. So basically he ran away from his responsibilities, like mortgage and bills. But most importantly, Mr. Kleinhaus is a white supremacist in Africa who has long posted anti-Semitic things about Jews and, of course, his love for Trump. And he goes on and on to post his racist ideology against Muslims and so on. Oh, yeah, and once again, his love for Trump. Anybody ever notice how those two seem to go hand in hand with the one president of the history of the United States, Donald Trump? No other president has ever had this white supremacist groups come fully and completely backing and supporting him, and he welcomes them. So there you have it, MAGA. And still, cricket sounds from you, the more and more all Donald Trump embarrasses and brings shame to this country and you, the more you either show support of what he did by making excuses or cricket sounds. So not only has Mr. Kleinhaus fully admitted that the murder rate of white farmers in South Africa is low, like non-existent, meaning that whole story that they're telling that, oh, Lord, we're afraid of our lives, is horseshit. He's heard stories of people being shot and killed, farmers like him being shot and killed before. But the reasons why they are trying to get here to America so soon is because of the end of apartheid, meaning that their land is now up for grabs because it's land that they stole from Afrikaners. Now the land becomes worthless. You get it? They're all trying to flee Africa because they think their land will become, there goes the neighborhood. Now our property value is going to drop. Yeah, white supremacy.
This Afrikaner refugee had a 5-bedroom house and a mining company in South Africa. You know, the way refugees have. He had to leave behind his car, his dogs, and even his mother. You know, the way that families that are in terrible danger and have to flee usually leave behind their mother. He's also a bigot, at the very least an anti-Semite and an Islamophobe. A few years ago, he posted vile, sweeping, stereotypical statements about Jews on the internet, and he also posted clapping hand emojis in response to a post about assaulting Muslims. In his defense, he says that he was standing up for his religion, and he was also on very heavy medication at the time, specifically morphine. And I'm sure we all know that when somebody takes morphine, they suddenly become a hateful bigot. This is well documented. And he says that the land expropriation in South Africa has gone too far, your land becomes worthless. I can't wait for him to find out that America has basically the same expropriation laws as South Africa, they just call it something else. And the silliest part of all, you might be amused to know that this man, who walked away from a quality of life, a standard of life, higher than the vast majority of South Africans could ever dream of having, a 5-bedroom house. His surname is Kleinhaus.
Or South African refugee Jason Bartlett. It's good to see you, Mr. Bartlett. This is the third time you've been on the show.
Refugee Jason Bartlett. Okay, so that is one of the South Africans that got there in 2018 and said that he asked for asylum. But let me tell you how he got there. Him and his girlfriend actually got on cruise ships where they were auctioning art. And that was in about 2016. They then just got off in America and decided to stay there. Okay. I also want to highlight that that man lies more than he breathes. So in about 2018, he said he was going to walk to the White House. Okay. And he was raising funds. And he did. I think he raised close to, was it $30,000? But a lot of South Africans actually gave him money for this walk to the White House where he was going to tell Donald Trump about the white genocide in South Africa. And then he just disappeared. Went dead quiet. With their money, by the way. And there were questions saying, what happened? You know, where's he gone? And yeah, since then, he only popped up again as soon as Trump got into office. And honestly, the stuff he says, please fact check. Specifically, if it comes from a refugee from South Africa. Fact check the information. Oh, and it's important to highlight, you know, amidst this white genocide that he proclaims that there is in South Africa, even though he doesn't live in South Africa and knows nothing about what's going on here. His parents live here. His brother lives and works here. He hasn't even bothered saving them from white genocide. Anyway.
You say you're not a racist black person?
No, not at all. I've got many black friends. I think I've got more African black men as friends as white friends. I'm tired of being told, just because I'm white, I'm a thief. Just because I'm white, I'm wrong in this. I had nothing to do with apartheid. Nothing.
Is there anything specific that's happened, Charles, that made you think, I've got to get out of here? I've got to leave?
After the death threats and stuff and my machinery being cut up and I'm still, after reporting everything to the police, not getting any protection or anything like that, the only thing that's left on my farm is a sign that says mining area. All the fences has been taken off, home gates has been broken off.
There are voices out there, including the South African president, who has called you cowards.
Yeah.
You've got other Afrikaners who are saying that you're not refugees, you're opportunists, that you've abandoned the country. What would you say to those people?
I had to leave a 5-bedroom house, which I will lose now because I'm not going to pay for it, behind, my car behind, my dogs behind, my mother behind. It is not I didn't come here for fun, but my children are safe.
So they are beginning to complain and they're beginning to speak out. Imagine this man talking about how he left his 5-bedroom back there in South Africa, meaning that you were comfortably living. And trust people, they have gone ahead to search out who he is, his name and everything and what he's worth and all that in South Africa. That's to show this guy has a business in South Africa, co-founder of a mining company or thereabout, meaning he has money, right? So how come is the rich that is coming as refugee? He said now his kids are protected, but you don't care about your mom. You left your mom over there in South Africa to sort herself out, I guess. Okay, meaning that your mom is safe. For you to leave your mom, left your dog, left your bedroom flat. Somebody said something. He said it's not that these guys are running away because they are going through stuff or because they are, at risk. It's just because they do not want to face accountability. They do not want to be accountable to anything. They don't want to be responsible for anything, right? They do not want to face everything squarely and agree the fact that they have been wrong all along. That's the reason why most of them left. And to think that even the government, bless you, babe, even the government and even the people, right, in South Africa, even their own people who are Africans are also coming out to really call them out and calling them, telling them that they should be ashamed of themselves, okay, for even doing this. Nothing at all is happening to them. Even I've seen videos of some South Africans who are even very excited that these guys are finally leaving and saying that what happened to the other 80 millions of them? Okay, why just 49? What happened to all of them? Why don't they all go? If you say you guys are going through stuff, I think at this point, everybody should just pack up their things and, be at the airport waiting for the plane to land. But unfortunately, only 49 of them arrived, or only 49 of them left the country. So these are people who probably have American dream and all of that. So there's really nothing to talk about, right? And all of a sudden, they are now coming out to say, oh, if not because of my children, I went through a lot. I'm tired of being called this. I'm tired of being called that. Okay. This is really funny. And you guys didn't even see how they all arrived in shops. Like, these people arrived and they were all looking all healthy, all well taken care of. Boxes checked, like good boxes, all checked. The kids are looking so amazing. Every one of them are looking so good. So what is the whole refugee thing about them? Okay, you will just be asking yourself, like, why would they come to a country to claim refugee status even when they know they are very much comfortable where they live, right? Now they are in a country where they have to start all over, like genuinely starting all over. Everything you're going to be starting again, and he doesn't have anything. He said he's comfortable about it, right? Every one of them is comfortable with it. So far as they're in America, they don't care anywhere. And that lady who was talking about how people should really ask questions, okay, of white South Africans who had, who lived in Australia, that those are people who would really answer this question genuinely, okay, about them, who they are and the things that they do. Anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment. Let's have that conversation. See you on my next video, guys. Bye.